I gotta let you know what's on my mind. It's Bobby Bonds, Raw Food City. Hello! Hello! Do you sense that I don't eat animals? Do you sense it at all? Is that why you love me? You love me no matter what I do. What makes it even worse, right? You love me no matter what. You always come running to me when I come home. I could be eating meat. I could be a mean grump. It don't matter. I'm still getting a lick from you. What makes it more crazy to eat you. And they're just like any other animal. Dogs are just like any other animal. Cows, pigs, they're super friendly. They don't want to die. She knows I'm upset when she takes a poop in the house. Listen. And this is what everyone needs to know. Is that if you're eating an animal in today's day and age without technology and what we know, you're crazy. No, I can't say that. You don't need to be eating animal anymore. That was for the past. That was for survival. We live in a day and age now where there's no need for it anymore. There really isn't. And think about it. There's two major events that happened in my life that made me stop eating animals. First was having kids, right? My kids were born vegan. 100%. 100%. They were born vegan. I had to force meat on my son. Now, thank God for Brees. She had that 4-year lapse where I started getting more and more into plant-based, so she grew up plant-based, as high as possible. But my son, I still had the standard American diet brain, and I'm giving my son, I'm force-feeding him meat. He doesn't want it. Pork he doesn't want. Hamburger he doesn't want. Nothing he wanted. It didn't matter if it was melted cheese on it, nothing. It was just disgusting to him, right? And the same thing with Brees. Like, cause I walked in on the grandmother one day trying to push meat on her, and she was like, no, she didn't want the meat. And it's naturally not to eat meat. We're pushing it on them because of protein, BS, because of calcium, BS. You know it's all BS. It's all BS. It's not natural for them to eat meat. I watched this documentary a long time ago, and it was something that this person said that stuck in my head forever. It was the baby in the crib test. I think it was a strawberry and a bunny. The kid is starving, and you put the baby in the crib, and you just starve it, right? Hello, you bad mothers, don't starve your children.
Don't starve your children.
You put the baby in the crib and you starve it, right? You put the strawberry in the crib and a bunny. The baby will eat the strawberry and die with the bunny in its arms. If you open up the door and go, let's see how this test was, your baby will not be sitting there with blood and carcass all over his gown going, hi mommy, I'm ready for the next bunny.
Hey, you have my baby!
Do not listen to his crocodile tears.
Mama. You want mommy to hold you? Come. It's okay. It's okay.
No!
No, it will die with the bunny in its arms. 100%. Right there, it shows you that naturally and nature, this, whatever this is, it's not to eat an animal. our noses, our senses, like you know that strawberries, that apples, that those are God-given foods coming off the tree, falling off the tree into our hands for us to eat. Right? That's what this little thing right here is to get skin off of oranges. That's about it. A little worker tooth. Here's number 2, because I'm getting into it. Business. Thank goodness I bought a business. The most amazing experience a person could ever imagine, because you really don't know. You'll stop all those whining messages on Facebook after you leave from a restaurant if you actually own a restaurant. And how much work goes into it is absolutely insane. And everybody wants a piece. There are 15 gangsters that you have to deal with when you're opening up a business, between the state, the federal, like the city, and who wants this and who's great in that, and your fork is dirty, and you have a wire hanging off your ceiling, and you're getting fines, and you're paying this and you're paying this. By the time you make money, it would be 10 years after owning a restaurant by the time you actually make a dime off it. Right? So for all those entrepreneurs out there, God bless you. If you're doing it more than 5 years, holy cow. I went on a 6-year run with my place and it was absolutely insane. But here is the message that I'm getting to you. If you own a business, you have to cut corners.
You have to cut corners.
100%, especially a mom and pop. If you're opening up a mom and pop and you're not cutting corners, then you have daddy money and you're sitting on a bankroll bigger than then you're obviously running the front and you're just cleaning money, right? You're sitting on a giant bankroll somewhere. But if you have to cut corners, that's the only way to survive. That was like, everybody who had a business literally sat me down and said, this is how you do this is how you do that. And I'm like, holy cow, man. I'm trying to do a good thing and I'm being turned into a criminal in a weird way, however you want to look at it. Right? So right there and then was the eye-opening to the meat industry, because at least I could see an apple, right? I could look at the apple, smell it, take a little bite, know if it's bad or good. You could still see it. You can still feel it. You're still looking at the animal. You're never meeting that cow. You're never meeting that chicken. You're never meeting that fish. You're just getting meat. You just don't know how it was brought up. You're just getting, especially when it comes to like steaks and burger no less, chopped meat. Come, take the blindfolders off. If you're still eating chopped meat, I mean, they were already filling it. You've seen the pink slime. You've seen all the words with the pink slime and everything. If you're eating meat, you're just not really seeing the whole picture. The fish are fed with poison. The cows are fed with poison. They're bulking up cows. There's ways to bulk up. There's ways to feed animals to cut corners. You think your cow is grass-fed, where it goes into the field for a few minutes, eats some grass, and then boom, he's back into the bin eating GMO corn. You just don't know. They're being pumped with all these antibiotics, and they're being pumped with all these GMOs, and they're being pumped with all these growth hormones and whatever else. Now they're getting cancer. A super deadly sick cow on the same line with the other cow, and if you think that they're pushing that cow off the line, you are nuts. You are nuts. That cow, it could be riddled with cancer. That cow is going into the same bin with the other cow. Boom, neck slashed, hammer to the head, however they do it, and it's weight, you know? And then the butcher gets it, he cuts right around the cancer. And then you're eating that. It's just the wrong. I know that they're cutting corners. I know that there are chickens and pigs, and they're not. They're being slaughtered. You just don't want to eat that. You want peace on earth. That's what's amazing about a juice fast too. It's peace. It's you just want to make love to everything. There's something eye-opening about it. It's not, you have to get that message. Take it in. Take in how good you feel, and stop yo-yoing. Because I did that too in the beginning. I was juice fasting and then going back to the standard American diet and then juice fasting and like back and forth with the plant-based and the yo-yo and the eating the raw and the juicing and back and forth. I am in such a better place now. I'm at peace now. I know this is the right thing. I know this is the right thing. It doesn't make sense to kill anymore. We don't have to do that anymore. Especially we know that it's environment that we can't feed the planet. There's too many of us now. We can't just keep cutting down trees to make more corn to feed more cows. These cows gotta poop. These pigs have to poop. There's people who are living in poop. They spray poop. Oh my God, I was watching some documentary on this town where they just spray the pig poop all over the neighborhood. These things poop. You just don't meet the cow. You don't meet the animal. If it's not your animal, you can't eat it. You don't know how it's brought up. You're eating tainted meat. I'm telling you, these businesses have to cut corners to survive. Get that through your head. Get that through your head when you're eating meat. You don't know the cow, you don't know the farm. They'll put a nice picture on there. They'll put a nice picture on there and you think that that cow is sitting by the sun and eating. Man, if you're milk, bloody nipples, most of that milk is pus. I just don't want to see people keep dying of disease, man. Obesity and disease. And I know when I gave up meat and dairy, my personal experience, my whole life changed. It happened step by step, gradually. My whole life changed. Everything opened up. The blindfolders came off and everything made sense. The protein, the calcium, all the nonsense that you'll grow up thinking that you have to eat meat for protein. Oh my goodness. There's protein in bananas. There's protein in everything. You've never seen anybody go to the hospital for a protein deficiency. Yeah, I came up with that. All of a sudden I had this protein deficiency. Let me walk myself to the emergency room. Come on, guys. I'm over 2 years now doing this. No protein deficiency here. It's not happening. Not when you got nuts and seeds. Wait until these things start popping, man. Popping. So that's my goal. My goal is to, I know sex sells, really, so I'm gonna get as sexy as possible to inspire more people and bring people to the plant-based life. Bring them in. And watch the world change. The Hero's Journey, John Rose. Peace and love, Rosewood City. Don't eat your dog. Don't eat your dogs. Kiss them. They're friends. I love you, woo-woo.